station you can't live without. This is your radio.
It's 2019, baby.
All the hits. One station.
Bringing you the best mix of the best music.
Nothing but the baddest and best music.
Broadcasting worldwide.
One hit at a time.
Music.
Online.
One station. Hit music. All the hits.
24/7 around the world. Non-stop. This is Crossway.
The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown, a musical talk show with in-studio guest performers and interesting program features, anchored by the man with many titles: musician, producer, actor, director, YouTuber, filmmaker. Well, the list is long because he's the man and more. So friends, Canadians, ladies and gentlemen, your Sunday midday fun starts here. Welcome to the Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, Regine.
Hi, Scott.
Hi, everybody. Hello. Hi, welcome to episode 34 of the Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown. And I'm here, of course, with the best co-host in the galaxy, the one, the only,
Regine, Alaina. Good morning and happy Sunday, everyone. And you too, Scott.
Thank you, Regine. What did you get up to this week?
Just work. And I find that June is just such a busy month with birthdays. So I had my brother's birthday last weekend. And then I had last week, and then I had another birthday yesterday. So we just want to give a shout out to Jordan. Happy birthday! It's his birthday today.
Happy birthday, Jordan. Happy birthday to you.
How about you, Scott?
Well, I went to the Raptors parade.
Oh, me too. Was that this week? It was.
Right?
Oh my goodness.
It was on Monday, right?
It was.
No, the week was so
to the parade
crazy.
too. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get a good view?
I did. They passed my work, so I was able to we all ran outside, of course, and got a good view. Your view was better though.
I got a good view in that I posted a video about it on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Scott Dion Brown, by the way. But I was able to, because I slept in, I was going to go to Nathan Phillips Square, but because I slept in, I was like, oh, there's no way I'm going to get close. Mm-hmm. So I thought, okay, wait, if everybody's trying to go north and everyone's generally getting as close to Nathan Phillips Square, I can probably get a better view if I go south and try to go earlier in the parade. Mm-hmm. So I actually went down, all the way down to Queens Quay, walked all the way along until I got to Simcoe, went up to Lakeshore, and it was really thin crowd. It was like 3 rows of people in front of me. So I got close-up shots of everybody.
It was crazy. My brother, he ended up at Nathan Phillips Square first thing in the morning. And then he got there and he was so crowded and was so overwhelmed that he actually almost fainted. Yeah. So he had to step out from his good spot. And I was like, you know what? Just come to my work. You'll get a better view there. So my cousins and my other brother that were there, my brother who was by my work actually got a better view. Because once they got to the square, no one knew that they were actually there until they showed up on stage.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
You didn't even see them pass you. You're just like, oh, here they are.
It was just such a tight squeeze in there. Because and then a lot of people who were there, especially from the night before, I think there was a lot of.
I know Giselle was waiting.
Oh really?
Yeah.
There were several medical emergencies apparently, just people getting dehydrated and stuff. Mm-hmm. It's a long day to be out in the sun.
Oh yeah.
I was there. I got there. I think I watched the parade go by me at 1 o'clock, and then I was back home by 2 and watched the end of it on TV.
Yeah.
So that was very.
No one was working. We were all just watching. We're like, yeah, what is work today?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was one of those days. A lot of people called in sick that day. Yeah. Which was nice. But shall we start the show?
Yes, let's do it.
I've got some executive producers we need to thank because they make this show possible. So, let's do that. Today's episode of the Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown is brought to you by our 2 executive producers. Regine?
Yes, Scott?
Do you want to find out what your home is really worth?
Sure.
Are you buying or selling a home?
Eventually.
Then Jennifer C., Realtor at Home Life Culture Link, is here to help. Mm-hmm. Call or text Jennifer today at 647-403-8887. Don't deal with just anyone. Speak to a professional. Jennifer C. at Home Life Culture Link. To see her current listings, visit homelifeculturelink.com.
Mm-hmm. And her business card is on the side of the screen right now. So if you want to take a look at it.
Yeah, there it is.
Look.
We're in the bottom corner. Oh, and then this other one that
This
just
way.
appeared. The Mortgage Godfather is here to give you advice with any mortgage needs you may have, and he will shop to find you the best mortgage. Nino Sai Mecca, mortgage agent. He'll give you an offer you can't refuse. He'll give you an offer you can't refuse. Find out more at mortgagegodfather.ca or call 905-604-6955. Thank you very much to our executive producers.
Yes, Scott. And if you guys want to be a part of our show and advertise with us, make sure you email us at radioshowad, that's radioshowad@gmail.com. And like we mentioned last week, we are a part of the Vaughn Fiesta Extravaganza. So if you want to be a part of that with us, make sure you reach us before next week, June 30th, to be a part of it. Again, that's radioshowad@gmail.com.
Yes, get involved. We'll advertise with you, or you'll advertise with us, rather. We'll introduce your business to a brand new audience. We'll read personalized ads for you every week. You can update them every week. You've got a sale, you've got some special going on.
We've got an event going on.
Yeah, we can let you guys know. It's a great way to build a great relationship with an audience. Get in touch, radioshowad@gmail.com.
Yes.
Shall we meet our guests?
Yes, we should, because they are awesome.
They are. I've got an intro for them here,
Go for it.
and I will read it. Our guest today is a band based out of Toronto, Canada. Initially an all-original Ukrainian rock band, they gained popularity by reaching out to fans through internet promotion and live concert touring, and it saw them rock venues across Canada, the United States, Australia, and Europe.
Whoa.
In 2008, they were the first all-original Ukrainian rock band outside of Ukraine to ever be invited to headline a major festival and perform to over 20,000 fans in Kiev, Ukraine. Their video for... Say that for me.
Pershiras.
Pershiras, or The First Time, hit top 10 on MTV Ukraine, and subsequent singles soared onto Ukrainian radio charts. As things progressed, fans were anxious to hear original English tracks, and they responded with the beautiful EP. A video was shot with director Jeff Campagna for the lead-off single and title track Beautiful, which received airplay and charted in the top 10 on Canada's Much Music and Much More Music video stations.
Wow.
The combined experience of the band members has seen them perform and record with some of the top artists in music today, such as Nelly Furtado, Kim Mitchell, Emma Roberts, Amanda Stott, and Julie, 7-Year Itch, The Reclaws, and Tebby. Did I say that right, Tebby?
Tebe.
Tebe.
He's trying, guys.
Their music catalog is available on iTunes, Spotify, CD Baby, and all other online music distributors. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Klooch.
I don't know why I said it like that.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Why don't you guys quickly introduce yourselves? So who do we have? We don't have the whole band here. Who do we got?
I'm Yurko, lead singer.
Hello.
My name's Kyle. I play the bass.
Awesome. Well, thanks for being here, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
So,
seriously.
did you guys get swept up in the Raptors fever this past little while?
Of course. Who didn't?
Absolutely.
It's down at the parade as well with my son and godson.
Were you guys at
And
Nathan Phillips Square? Or?
I was at university in Richmond. And
Oh,
it
yeah,
was
okay.
You're close to my work.
crazy.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. How about you? Where were you?
I was in the TTC, but I
Oh.
made it down after the parade, and I actually found $20 on the ground.
Hey,
True story.
Still
That's
made
a
money.
score.
what a day!
Exactly.
You know, it was pretty amazing.
It
though.
was incredible. A little mayhem.
Just a little.
Yeah.
Like I know you said people were like fainting. Like I had some older lady behind me and fainted. Had to get EMS come out. You
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
buy water. All the vendors were sold out.
Yep.
Didn't help that the parade ran like 3 hours late. By the time it got
Yeah.
to us, it was 3 hours late.
It was 3 hours late and you still missed it.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
what were you doing on the TTC?
Oh, you know, taking my
money.
Yeah.
being fashionably late to the party,
Holy.
apparently.
I think everyone underestimated, including the organizers. They
Yes, for
underestimated
sure.
how
They
huge
weren't
it was
ready
going to
for
be.
that.
There were no barricades though. Like they didn't block off the
They
street.
Yeah.
tried.
No.
They tried.
Before the event started, they should have already been like,
They
no
tried.
one go on.
I know
the
on
street.
University there were barricades, and on one side of the street people were standing behind the barricades
Yeah.
for a little while, but because of the mayhem, I know the side that I was on had barricades, and they had security initially going, "No, you can't stand on this side."
Yeah.
But you can't tell, 500,000 people, "Hey, just go on the other side of the."
It was ridiculous. So
Yeah.
our building, we're on the second floor of the City Place building. So
Okay.
we had like a great view of what was going on. So every now and then we'd all walk to the windows to see how many people were actually outside.
Yeah, that's cool.
And like I would just go every like half hour just to see what was going on and record. I was sending it to Scott actually, like the view of people, like it was just all red. Like my brother's
Yes.
like, "Oh yeah, I'm here." I'm like, "Romeo, I know you're in a Carter jersey, but do you know how many other people are in purple jerseys right now too? Like, it was so hard to find him.
It was amazing though. It's awesome for
Yeah,
Toronto.
I've never seen anything like that.
Craziness.
It was a beautiful
Crazy.
thing.
I feel like it was like the final night all over again, where everyone was in the crowds of Toronto, but this time it was ridiculous.
Totally.
It was nuts.
Yeah, I underestimated it so much. Like me and my friend were supposed to meet, and I was like, oh, okay, so they're supposed to get to Nathan Phillips by 12:30.
Not
She's
happening.
like, yeah. I'm like, okay, why don't we meet? Let's meet at 11 o'clock at the T of the Toronto sign. I'm like, yeah, that gives us an hour and a half. That's plenty, right? So then I slept in a little bit, like 10 to 11. I'm looking, and I'm like, okay, the square was completely packed, way past the Toronto sign by like 8 o'clock that morning. Right. So I'm like, okay, there's no way we're gonna get close. So I never found my friend. She got stuck somewhere at like University and Armory, and so that's why I kind of was just, all right, I'm just gonna try to go around.
Like, screw it, this is not happening.
Which ended up being a good view, but I couldn't get anywhere close.
Like, if you guys actually go to youtube.com/Scott Dion Brown, you'll actually see his journey. Like, he maps it out and everything.
Yeah, I did. I even made a little, like, you show the map and my head is
You just see him moving.
just to see my adventure. Because even when I started filming it, I wasn't sure if I was going to upload it online, because I was like, I might literally see nothing. Like, this might be me
But you had
leaving
the greatest view of everyone. Like, I watched people's other
Yeah.
video clipping, and I was like, oh.
I watched all my friends' footage, and they're like 100 meters away, and you can kind of see the bus.
Yeah.
Right? And I was like, I had my DSLR. I was basically the distance of you're standing on the sidewalk, and there's a car on the street. That's how far I was.
I was probably closer than you.
Awesome.
I know my kid and godson were second, third row. They can easily, high five
they get
Gasol when he
champagne
was
on
going
them?
by, because Gasol's hanging. He's
Yeah, Gasol was
gigantic.
into it.
He was
Yeah.
like totally into it, hanging off the bus, and my kids could have easily
Yeah.
high fived them, and
Well,
they
I
were
was-
right there.
That's amazing.
I was telling Scott, because I watched his video, I feel like they were all sober at the point where he was.
I think they were, yeah.
Because by the time they got to where we were on University, they
This
were...
thing, they've been on that bus for like 6 hours, just with. I know they all
With
had
just
bottles,
champagne.
Yeah, bottles of champagne. So they've been drinking for 5 hours.
Yeah.
By the time they got
By the time they got there, they would have been
Yes.
pretty hammered.
A
Yeah,
lot can happen in 5 hours.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
It was a beautiful day, beautiful
It
thing
was.
for the
It was
city of
amazing.
Toronto.
It was awesome for Toronto.
Yeah.
The hype was real. I still feel like everyone has Raptor fever, though.
Yeah.
Oh
so.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it'll take a while to die down.
Did you guys get any merchandise?
No,
No.
I did not.
Did you?
No, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of hopped on the Raptor bandwagon. I'm not a big
You're one of
basketball.
those.
Yeah, but it's Toronto, so I hopped on the
Yeah.
wagon with millions of other people.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I should say with all across Canada. Raps became Canada's team. So.
Yep. Yeah, they did.
I think
But
the
I don't-
Raptors became everyone's team.
Yes.
If
Yeah,
you're
I-
not from
That's true,
California, you're definitely.
Yeah.
For even, I think people in California were going for the Raps. I think everyone's sick.
I think they
of
were
that
done with-
state.
yeah.
Yeah.
Was
I know
such
we were in the U.S. for a couple weekends in Detroit and in Jersey as the playoffs are going on, and everyone's like, "Yeah, the Raptors, yeah," and I'm like, "Oh, that's cool, man. Everyone loves the Raps."
Yeah, I think because people outside of especially out of California, they want to see that
Yeah.
dynasty go
Yeah.
down, right?
Yeah.
So we became sort of the underdog that people, even around the world, apparently.
We
were
are
rallying
the
around.
underdogs, regardless.
Yeah, they
Whatever
were the
sport
underdogs.
it is, we are the underdogs.
It's true.
Yep.
I don't think any like NBA, NHL, even Major League Ball, they don't want to see a Canadian team. It's all about ratings, right? So
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
you always feel anything that happens on the court, you're like, "Oh, you're doing that because we're Canadian." You know, like, you don't want us to win.
Yep.
Totally.
Yeah, even right at the end of the game when it was like Kawhi scored or whatever, and then it was like everyone was
Scored.
celebrating. Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
I watch more hockey, but anyway, it was like we had won, but then they wouldn't let them celebrate because they
No.
had to review.
At
No, I know.
0.9,
Yes.
0.9
No.
of a second.
And I was like, wait, even if that's doesn't count, we still won
Exactly,
though. Like,
but they
what are
weren't gonna. No,
Because
no one was allowed to
technicality,
celebrate.
yeah. But if you look at clips of what's his name,
Kawhi.
no, Ibaka, like he's already like,
Yeah. Yeah.
but everyone else was like, calm down.
Yeah, Kawhi was like, you could tell he wouldn't even like.
He's like, no, I'm not
He was
winning
waiting.
like this.
He was
Yeah.
waiting until
You know,
the
Kawhi-
0.9 second was over.
Kawhi's hardcore, man. I love his demeanor. He's just so serious, and I love that. I know a lot
He's
of
a
people
fun
are like,
guy,
oh,
okay?
no, he doesn't show a lot of emotion, but I love his intensity.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that is amazing.
But that's like you guys when you guys are on stage, you guys are just so serious, and then you get off stage and you're like, ah.
Yeah. That's it.
But what's funny about Kawhi is like you could see, especially the way he was at the parade when he ended with that ha ha.
Yeah, that was amazing.
You can see he's actually like he is a really fun
Yeah.
guy, but
Fun
he's just
guy.
you know,
He's got his own way of showing it, right?
yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. Pretty awesome. So what do you guys think? He's going to stay? What do you think?
I hope he does. I hope he does. I hope the team sticks together.
Yep.
Did you guys see on the news yesterday? They actually were telling people don't harass him so much because they are following his every step. Like I know Blog TL, like everything that they've been posting lately is, oh, Kawhi's here, he's there, like he's breathing.
I
like,
know.
woo.
Yeah, it's like, why do I know he was at Home Depot?
Exactly.
I know.
Like,
I
why
was
do
just.
I need to know
I was
this?
thinking the exact same thing. I'm going. How do you know he was at the Home
Yeah,
Depot? Like,
so
leave
there's actually like a website now where people can put petitions in rather than hassling him every day. I think it's KawhiPleaseStay.com or something
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
I heard about that.
Yeah,
website.
so stop bugging the man. Like, give him a break, okay? He got us the championship. Now, leave him alone.
Well, so much speculation. Well, that's why everyone's like, he's at Home Depot. He's staying. He's working on his house. He's working on a house.
He's gonna have a fresh bathroom, and he might stay.
Maybe he just needed a plunger. Who knows? Like,
Yeah, that's the thing.
like who knows?
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna. I mean, I would love for him to stay, but people are saying, right, it works either way. Like either if he comes and he doesn't stay, it's like he was still he came, he did what he had to do, he brought this thing to Toronto, and he'll still be a legend forever.
Oh, he will.
Yeah,
He will.
It's just whether or not he wants to, do more. Can we make it into a dynasty? Can we build it something more? I don't know.
I think the funniest part is the fact that Jeremy Lin was the first American Asian to win a championship ring, and that entire series he only played like 30 seconds.
Actually, somebody posted a video on Jeremy Lin's playoff highlights, and it was literally like they had made it like they had the music playing, but it would show him like dribble for like 5 seconds, and then they'd show a replay of the dribble and zoom in. It was like highlights. It was, I don't know, it was
But hey, he's the first American Asian to win a championship ring in the NBA,
Awesome.
so give him kudos.
And the other thing is, and it's plus,
Exactly.
and it's not just that playoff series. I mean, it takes a team to get you through the entire regular season to get there.
And they did play like a team.
They played
did play like a
amazing.
team.
They
Yeah.
played amazing. You got to give props to the entire team. Everybody was awesome.
There wasn't just like one all-star. It was
No.
they all had their shining moments.
Yep.
Van Vliet,
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
good stuff.
I used to make fun of his name because I thought it was really silly.
Well, he's a legend now.
He's Drake's twin. Anyways,
Klooch.
Yes.
How did it start for you guys? Did you guys start in Toronto or?
Yes.
So
yeah.
So how did it all begin?
I'm born and raised in Toronto, and Taras, who's not here today, couldn't make it, but he's a keyboard player, and we co-write, co-produce everything together. And we were working on a traditional Ukrainian album, and as we were going through it, it just seemed tiresome. A lot of bands were doing it in our community.
Yeah.
So in the Ukrainian community, and we went out for a few beers after a recording session, and I go, I really want to try something different. I'm not into kind of rehashing the same stuff, which is great. Like I said, it's beautiful music. I love it.
it
I
does
grew
sound
up on
pretty.
it. I love
sounds pretty.
Ukrainian music, but I just wanted to do something different. And he goes, well, whatever you want to do, like, let's figure it out, do it together.
Let's do this.
Went home literally the next day, started writing, and Klooch came too. So
What does Klooch?
Klooch translates
Yeah.
into, in Ukrainian, it's Klooch. So
Klooch?
so it means key.
Klooch?
Yeah, like a key.
Oh, key.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Klooch.
And that's how it began.
that's how it began. Yes.
That's cool.
How did you come into the band?
Our Portuguese import. Our
The Portuguese guys are taking over. We have a Portuguese drummer too.
Yeah, half the band's
Nice.
Portuguese, half the band's Ukrainian.
Cool.
Well, I was just going to say, I met Yurko maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah.
He was managing a band. I think everyone must have been like 18 to 23 kind of thing, and they needed a bass player. And we'd already played together a little bit, so he brought me in. We toured Canada and the States for a few months together, became friends, and they needed someone for Klooch. So
Here
Awesome.
you are.
Yeah.
here we are. The rest is history.
Very cool. So you guys started here, but then like I read in your intro, so then
Yes.
you actually ended up. So you actually went back to Ukraine.
Well,
and
I'm
like,
born and raised here,
In here,
except, like I said, our heritage
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
Ukrainian. So our album started getting, some spins, and we had a little bit of success, MTV, Ukraine, radio. And one of the biggest artists, Oleg Skripka from a band, organizes a festival, which was awesome. It was called Rock Siege. It's right on the Dnipro River. They just barge. They basically built this stage on a barge, and it was amazing. Invited us over, went back to headline that festival, and did a couple promo shows throughout the city and stuff like that in caves. So it was awesome. It was amazing. Because being Canadian, our music we sing in Ukrainian. Or you're going to hear a couple of tunes. You're going to play. I think we got lined up a Ukrainian song and then a couple English tunes.
Yep.
But obviously, singing in Ukrainian, your market is limited in Canada or U.S. anywhere we went to go play.
Yep.
But in Ukraine, when you go out there and you see like 20,000 kids, and for me it was weird because from the crowd that I could see from the stage, they know all the lyrics and
That's
I'm like,
so cool.
this is insane. I had
That's
like
amazing.
goosebumps while I'm holding back the tears, going, this is so cool, right?
Yeah.
So because here it's small, we'll do a festival and you'll still have a handful of people show up. And, but it was amazing to go over there and just see how massive it could be, like if you were living in Ukraine, right?
That's awesome.
But it was amazing, yeah.
So you're Portuguese. Do you speak Ukraine?
I learned quite a bit of Ukrainian.
He swears fluently.
No problem.
That's what everybody learns first.
That's right.
Yeah, but then I started to decipher song lyrics, and if you need a beer, you need to know how to ask for one.
Kyle could survive in Ukraine, no problem. He can order food, drinks,
Can you read it?
Make friends.
Can you read it?
Bits.
Yeah. No,
I
he's
can
picked up
kind of sound it out.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Kyle's picked up amazing.
So you were born in Toronto.
Yes, born and raised.
When you went back to when you went to Ukraine, was that your first time?
Yes,
there?
for the band, it was amazing. So landing, I'm a softie. I'm always like a softie. It doesn't matter what it is. So landing in Ukraine, just thinking, this is where my parents came from, and there's a lot of heritage there. So I choke up and get teary eyed, and it was amazing.
Cool.
Like I couldn't have asked for anything more. Going over with buddies playing music that we wrote that was popular in Ukraine, knowing that's where our family comes from. So.
Do you still have family there? Or
A little bit. It's kind of through generations. It's kind of, died off. Literally, everybody's moving on. So
I'm in a similar situation. Like my mom's from the Philippines, but I've never been back there. So there's some family there that I've actually never even met.
Yeah.
But one day I'd like to go back. So that must have been cool to kind of see.
For sure.
See a bit.
And I know even like Taras, who's we're the partners who kind of came, started Klooch, and even for him going back to Ukraine, like for him it was literally going back to Ukraine. He was like, I never would have imagined coming back to Ukraine, and they're playing our tunes in his
what a way to go back.
And it's and he's just like, holy Mac, this is insane.
It's amazing.
So for him it was special too. So he's from born there. So
I think we should listen to one of their songs.
Yeah. So which one do you want to play?
Why don't we, since we're talking about the Ukrainian factor, how about we spin Vona?
Sounds good.
How do you say it?
Vona.
Vona?
Yes.
What does it mean?
It means she, but it's about a girl that really knows how to dance.
All right.
Oh.
Here it is. Vona.
From Vona.
Klooch.
Твій, неначе сон мій, солодких всіх мрій, силует. Я твій, сказала ти мрій, в умі малюю твій портрет. Ти як вогонь, як вітер, весняні перші квіти, ти розриваєш мене. Гаряча, мов жар птиця, чи це мені не сниться, я знову бачу тебе. Неземна краса в очах, вір, не вір, та скажу тобі. Вона так вміє, що ти не повіриш, вона так вміє, ти не розумієш, в шаленім ритмі, а серце міє, вона так вміє, що ти не повіриш. Вечір горить у танці, немов казковий пірует. Вранці очей не зводжу, відкрий для мене свій секрет. Ти як вогонь, як вітер, весняні перші квіти, ти розриваєш зміниш мене. Гурбі тебе шукаю, я дуже добре знаю, що ти єдина і все. Неземна краса дівоча, вір, не вір, та скажу тобі. Вона так вміє, що ти не повіриш. Вона так вміє, ти не розумієш. В шаленім ритмі, а серце міє. Вона так вміє, що ти не повіриш. Вона так вміє, ти не розумієш. В шаленім ритмі, а серце міє. Вона так вміє, що ти не повіриш. Неземна краса дівоча, вір, не вір, та скажу тобі. Вона так вміє, що ти не повіриш. Вона так вміє, ти не розумієш. В шаленім ритмі, а серце міє. Вона так вміє, що ти не повіриш. Вона так вміє, ти не розумієш. В шаленім ритмі, а серце міє. Вона так вміє, що ти не повіриш. Вона так вміє, вона так вміє, вміє. Вона так вміє, вона так вміє.
Crosswave, the right hit music mix.
And we're back. That song was brought to you by Jewelry Forever. Conveniently located at CF Markville Shopping Center on 5000 Highway 7 East Markham, they do custom-made jewelry, repairs, and they change watch batteries, all done on site. Or, if you're someone who doesn't like to wear pants, you can shop online at jewelryforever.ca, where you can get free shipping with any orders of $149 or more. Jewelry Forever. And it was brought to you by the Canada's Top Choice Council, a non-profit organization that is proud to present 3 amazing events held annually that help to grow the community, advance education and self-empowerment, and promote public appreciation for the arts. And one of the events they've got coming up is the Canada's Top Choice Pageant.
Yes, that is on August 3rd at the Fairview Library. As we've mentioned, Scott and I will be there as not only your MCs, but I will be the pageant director and Scott is the stage director.
Correct.
So you know it's going to be a good show.
Oh, yes. It's going to be a beautiful event. And are they still looking for, is there still room for...
I'm not too sure if they're still looking for candidates, but if you are interested, you can let us know and then we can connect you to the right people.
Yeah.
But in terms of tickets, the early bird tickets are on sale until June 30th. So you have 1 week to get your tickets. Go to eventbrite.com, look for Canada Top Choice, and the tickets are there. And speaking of tickets, we actually are doing a raffle with the Markham Carnival Fun Fair.
Correct.
So if you are interested, make sure you leave a comment down below and we will definitely get you into that draw.
That's right. It's going to be a great event. Live music, food, all the stuff you want to do on a weekend. Leave a comment down below, and every time you leave a comment every show, that's a chance to...
Win tickets.
Win tickets.
So that event is on July 27th. That is a Saturday from 9:30 a.m. until 6 p.m. at the Markham Wesley Center. That's 22 Esna Park Drive. Again, we have tickets for you. So if you want your tickets, make sure you leave a comment down below and we'll get you in that raffle draw.
Awesome.
Sorry, I just remembered because we were talking about tickets.
No, that's good. Every time you remember, because I have forgotten every time.
Scott's forgetful.
Yes. We are back with Klooch.
Yes.
So, Vona. So that good song. Awesome.
Thank you.
So tell me a bit about that song. What's it about?
Just from playing off of stage, you see everything, and sometimes while you're playing, you see many lovely ladies dancing, and sometimes they just make your head spin. So we decided to write a song about those gals that know how to shake their booties. basically.
Amazing. I love
Nice.
it. I could tell from like, I love the heavy, the riff based type rock. I could tell that must go over live amazing.
Yes.
Fun to play.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Yeah, like Hal said, fun to play. It's got a good vibe to it.
Yeah.
And gals love to shake their booties to
Yeah.
it.
I like it. So, what do you guys prefer? Do you have a preference of writing and like recording songs, or are you more about playing live? What's your preference?
I love both for different reasons. Lately, I've been playing a lot of shows, but I'm kind of itching to get back in the studio because it's really fun to be a part of the creative process and just make something out of nothing, really.
Yeah, when you see, I guess, that song build, as you know, you're a musician yourself. So when you're demoing, you know, you could start off on an acoustic guitar, which a song like Vanad did. It would just be me kind of, you know, strumming away, come up with a tune. Then you go into the studio and you go, hey, this will sound great on a, you know, a synth. Let's find a big fat bass sound, and you know, then you kind of build it. And so there's that creative process, which is totally cool.
It's so exciting. And when
But
you have
live,
those light bulb moments where you like change the arrangement or find a part.
Yeah. For me, definitely highlights in my life have been live. It's, you know, I can flash back to something and go, oh my God, that show was amazing.
That show, yeah.
And that is, for me, probably be the live aspect of music is the coolest thing. Where you get that adrenaline flow.
Yeah. Yeah, I find studio can be rewarding in its own way, but it's also, I find it can be way more stressful and annoying. Like, the part for me, if you're recording something, it's like, you have to play it so much more precise and better than you'd ever even think to play it live. And it's, so you're just like, oh, I would like you say, especially me, if I'm playing and singing at the same time, it's like you're in the studio and on stage, I'm just like, you're just doing it.
Yeah.
But then on studio, it's like, I've never thought of it. Yeah. So I don't know. That part is
true. The mindset, I think, I know I'm an impatient dude. So going into the studio, my brain has to kind of understand, okay, this is going to I'm going to pretty much watch this day, because you're looking for sounds, like you said, different ways to play that part.
Yeah.
And so it's a lot longer process. So I know for myself, I got to really let my brain know today's a wash. You're not going to do anything but sit here and play that song 100 times over.
Yeah. And then the other stress is like, depending where you're recording, if you're paying hourly or something, it's also very expensive. You're down to the wire of time and everything.
For sure. Costs add up quickly.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I remember, especially last time I was recording with Siggy. I'm in a couple bands. I was recording an album with this band, Siggy Music. Shout out, SIGGI Music. But I remember we got to one point where it was like, the bassist he couldn't fall into the part, and he was just getting really stressed out. He's like, okay, I just got to go outside and go have a smoke. And like, there's this whole extra thing of like finding it and falling in and...
Oh no, same thing. Just a recent project. They had a slide guitar player kind of come into like a lap steel, and it wasn't going well at all. And everyone was getting impatient. And I just go, okay, everybody get out of here. I'm going to just sit here. And he sat there with the lap steel guy. And, you know, I go, guys, go outside, you know, have a coffee, smoke, whatever you guys want to do. Because everyone's getting impatient. Yeah, and they're just like, no, we're going to figure this out. And because patience can...
It's a certain, it takes a certain amount of just zen. Even while you're recording the part. Like, as soon as you think about it, that's when you're going to make a mistake, or you have to just kind of let go.
Yep.
Which is hard to do, as Jörg said, when you're an impatient person or want to see results right now.
It's really, I find between playing live and recording and the writing part, it's really two completely different almost careers or choices, really. I mean, they're related, but they're very... The skill set required in both is completely different.
I agree 100%. Yeah, they're two separate talents. Some guys are blessed with both, but I find like, I love drums, and I think that's the most important instrument in any band. And if you start off with a good foundation, you will build a good song. And that being said, I love when you have a good drummer who comes in. We've been fortunate to have great drummers. That last track was a drummer, Randy Cook, who's played with, oh my God, just everybody. He's down in LA right now, and with Smash Mouth and Mick Jagger and everybody, blah, blah, blah.
Awesome.
But Jay Pierce, another song we were going to play, played on a track called 16. You know, a lot of great drummers that played. We're fortunate to know all these drummers because we all play in different bands. Like as you said,
Yep.
you know, you play in a few different ones. So do we. So Klooch
Me
is just
too.
one band.
Just kidding.
Yeah. But so yeah, we're a lot of the drummers that we work with we're fortunate to work with because they come in and just crush it. They play this amazing foundation. Then you're
Yep.
like, all right, now but not everybody can do that. Some guys come in that are better live drummers, right?
Yep.
You know, so.
Especially when it comes to like recording to a click, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, your brother is a drummer.
My brother is a drummer.
So if
yeah.
you ever need a drummer, no, I'm just
There
kidding.
you go.
Amazing.
Yep.
But you mentioned the song that we are going to hear, 16.
No, we know that one. For some reason, it didn't upload.
Yeah, we couldn't get it to upload into the system.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we listen to another one of their
We can do that.
hard-worked songs?
Which one would you guys like to?
How
play?
about we do? How about Susie Q?
Susie
Q.
What's the background?
Yeah. Do you want to say anything about the track?
You know,
before?
Susie Q is about a place in upstate New York where we've played many festivals. It's a Ukrainian resort, and it's insane. It's built into the Catskill Mountains and the most incredible views. You can, if people are Instagramming or Facebooking, there are a lot of photos of us playing there and just hanging out at the tiki bar, drinking margaritas as well. But the view when you're there, it's incredible. And the amazing times we've had there, it was one of those songs, sat down on an acoustic guitar and it came out like instantly. So Susie Q is a place. It's called Soyuzilka in Ukrainian. But we
Say it again.
Soyuzilka.
Perfect. That was it. Yep.
That's it. But it's about that. And when we wrote it, its nickname is Susie Q. So
That's easier
the
to
Q.
say.
So it's about the Q.
About the Q.
Let's
All right.
listen to it.
Let's hear Susie Q by Klooch.
Sitting at the tiki on a Friday night, friends rolling in and I'm feeling alright. It hasn't been that long since I sat at this bar, just glad to be back, looking at the stars. Band starts playing, I hear everybody saying, I couldn't wait to see you again. This is what I'm thinking, we all start drinking, so raise your glass in the air. Susie Q, when I grow up, I won't forget you. Susie Q, there's nothing but good times, 'cause that's where the sun shines on you. Sitting by the pool all afternoon, watching pretty girls trying to play it cool. I've had one thing on my mind right from the start. Which Ukrainian girl's gonna break my heart? Band keeps playing, I hear everybody saying, I couldn't wait to see you again. Here's what I'm thinking, we all start drinking, so raise your glass in the air. Susie Q, when I grow up, I won't forget you. Susie Q, there's nothing but good times, 'cause that's where the sun shines. Susie Q, when I grow up, I won't forget you. Susie Q, there's nothing but good times, 'cause that's where the sun shines on you. 'Cause that's where the sun shines on you. 'Cause that's where the sun shines. Music stops playing, everyone is saying, I can't wait to see you again. This is what I'm thinking till the next time we start drinking. nothing but good times, 'cause that's where the sun shines. Susie Q. When I grow up, I won't forget you. Susie Q. There's nothing but good times, 'cause that's where the sun shines on you. 'Cause that's where the sun shines on you. 'Cause that's where the sun shines.
Crosswave, the right hit music mix.
And that live perform. Oh, that wasn't live. That
was
song,
live.
that studio song was brought to you by Intercontinental Consulting Services for Immigration and Settlement in Canada. Find out how you can live, work, and study in Canada. Visit icscanadaimmigration.ca.
So all you Ukrainian listeners.
That's right.
True.
That's right.
Well done.
Come to Canada.
Yes.
Immigrate, work, study, visit. Contact them today for a free assessment.
Oh.
Consultation, same difference.
Yeah.
Cecile's line dance class, first established in 1998. Great friends of the show. They perform at various events under the Dynamic Divas.
At one of the Filipino festivals this week too.
Oh, there you go. They're performing all over the place. And if you want to get involved with them, they've got classes for all ages 3 times a week.
Yep.
Every Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. at Beam TV, 361 Wilson Avenue, Toronto. Thursdays from 7:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. at JC's Banquet Hall, 1686 Ellesmere Road, Scarborough. And every Sunday from 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. at the Filipino Center, 4395 Shepherd Avenue East. Call today at 647-215-3013. Cecile's line dance class. Line dancing with a twist.
Oh my God.
Nice.
And
we're back. With Klooch. I like that song. It was very like country-esque.
Thank you. It definitely has that country-esque vibe, and it's a happier tune. It's one of these kind of you can.
It's very summer
Yes, well,
in the park.
Well, that's exactly what the
At a
cue is
barn.
about. Yeah,
Yeah.
sitting in a tiki bar. It has that kind of country-ish vibe, and in the production of it, we were kind of going, like I said, the cue's in the hills, north. Up in the northern part of New York in the hills, Bon Jovi world and spring. So we're shooting for that Bon Jovi-ish country vibe.
Yep.
Love it.
So not the, like as anybody of your viewers would have seen when I gave up the horns, not the Bon Jovi of Living on a Prayer days,
Yeah.
but now that he's a much more mature lad and kind of crossing over, but that's where that vibe came. We want to keep it happy summer, country-esque kind of vibe going.
I like country music.
Me too.
You're in a country band, aren't you?
Yeah, I play with a band called the Wreck Laws. Quite a lot, actually.
Sweet.
A couple other Canadian country artists.
You guys have shows like all over the place, don't you?
Oh, yeah,
Like
we
I
have
see
a
them
lot.
pop up here and
Yeah, we're doing, I think we counted last week, from May 31st to September, we're doing 41 shows
Oh, wow.
across Canada.
Are you doing what's that country festival?
Stampede?
No.
What was that?
Boots and Hearts?
No, not this year. But we are doing the Stampede.
There you
Awesome.
go. See,
I'll
the
be out in
Stampede's a good hoedown.
Dauphin, Manitoba next weekend too. Yeah.
Have you guys been to the Stampede before?
I have with another band, with Kim Mitchell. I was out there. It's amazing.
So are you both in like 2 different country bands?
Yes, I'm in a band called The Handsome Shadows. We just released a tune, getting fair decent amount of spins south of the border, which is great.
Awesome.
You know,
Like, that's where the country scene is.
Yes.
South of the
No,
border.
they
But
love-
it's starting to come here in Toronto.
It is.
too.
It
Oh,
is.
it's
I
big
think-
in Canada too.
Yeah, across definitely on the West Coast, they love their country. Like Western Canada.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's huge. You got a good country scene here. A lot of great artists. Yeah, so very cool.
Scott, do you do country music?
I actually don't. I don't.
You should try it.
I enjoy listening. I don't know if I have the right kind of voice for it.
Try
That's my
it.
only thing.
You never
We should do
know.
a country
You never
duet.
know. There you go.
Screw the Filipino duet.
You're all dolled up.
I got
You're
the
ready to go.
cowboy boots. I
Yeah.
got the outfit. Let's do it.
You're good to go. You're already halfway there. Regine, come on.
I like country music especially because more so than a lot of other music that's popular now, it's still very much based on like actual real instruments playing and real singers. Like
It's the song. I think
Yeah.
they really focus on the song.
I
That's
love
why
the lyrics of it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They, like it's all, they, put some thought into it. It's kind of where rock, not that, rock's dead or anything, but rock market
Yeah.
has kind of died down. country took over.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, someone smart. We spoke of Bon Jovi earlier. He's a smart guy, so he sees, you know, his market change, and then he kind of does that crossover now. Everything's a little more country-ish.
But then you also get those country singers that make their way into pop.
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
That's a big move right now.
Yeah. And like, you know, I love the party kind of country, like Florida Georgia Line.
Oh, yeah.
We're like, I crank that in my truck, and I'm like, oh, this is so. It's good time music. Right? You see your drinking beers, sitting, and you know, on a beach or in, you know, camping or whatever. You're on a farm, whatever. It's good time music. It's good time music.
Yeah, it's still.
He's just like,
yeah, it is.
No, it is. It's great. It's barbecue. It's sitting by the patio fire, sitting on the lake. That's the music.
So all the posts your dad makes, Scott's dad posts about being outside in his backyard with the fire on. That's what you play country music.
Yeah,
to.
pretty much. It's exact setting. Yeah,
sitting around the campfire.
Mr. Brown, we're coming over for a fire.
Yeah,
and a beer.
Yeah, exactly. Can't have one without the other.
No.
That's
exactly. Yeah, no, I like it. Just because so much of pop music now, like. You can make pop music if you can't even really sing or play anything, and that's fine because like producing music is its own skill. But I still appreciate there's still that purity of sound that's still in country music, and again rock music as well. Where it's
Are you guys gonna do more Ukrainian country music?
No, probably not Ukrainian country, but yeah, you never know what pops up in the studio. Like like I said, we're all in different projects. Trying to hammer out, as long as we're playing music and singing, I think that's the biggest thing. But as far as Ukrainian country, I don't know if I got to do some research into that, Regine. I don't even know.
I don't know if is there a large country scene?
No, I doubt it.
You can start it. You can be a trendsetter.
Maybe we can be the pioneers on that.
Ivan Groshe.
There you go. Yeah.
It means Johnny Cash.
Oh,
yeah.
But in Ukraine.
See, remember we're saying how he put that together. Like he goes Ivan. That's John. Cash is Roshi. He goes Ivan Roshi.
There you go.
John Money.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so we'll see. Maybe watch for
your dad commented saying, "I'm already out there." So he's already got the fire started for us.
There you go.
But Mr. Brown, how about the beer? Come on, we need to know if you have beer.
I'm sure he does. There's a fridge there.
All right.
We got a fridge outside in the shed there.
I'm waiting for your dad to comment.
It's perfect.
Nice.
I guess speaking of that, where can people find you guys, and plug Klooch as well as your other projects as well? Where can people find you guys?
Klooch we're on Facebook, Instagram, everything. Our tagline is Klooch Music. So KLOOCH Music, all one word. And we're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook are our main forms of social media.
If you guys are following us on social, you will see that we've already tagged them. So make sure you go like them.
There you go.
Oh, awesome. And Kyle's touring with Tebe. Oh, no, not Tebe. He did that. The Rec Laws. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. The Rec Laws. You can find me on Instagram at Kyle T Bass if you choose to follow. And,
and I'll plug the Handsome Shadows on same thing on Facebook and online. They've got their own website. So, yeah. Those are all our plugs.
Do you guys have any shows coming up? Like I know
not around here.
So I did see. I've met them at Michaela's Royal Pajama Party.
Yes, that was a
blast.
It was. So they perform. If you like the music that you heard being played, they actually perform live really well as well.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
They get the vibe going.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we just played in town last week. We played at what was it called? Aqua Dolce, which is a club restaurant on the C&E grounds in Toronto.
Nice.
And it was a Ukrainian event. It was called Vishevany Vachir. So in Ukrainian heritage, we have blouses that have all this embroidery. And it's amazing because everybody, pretty much like 95% of the crowd shows up, all dressed in embroidered gowns. One? I did. Our entire band.
I have one. That was actually that evening. I think 6 years ago or something.
Yeah,
it was my first show with those guys.
Wow.
So I came in, I had no idea what
to expect.
I had no clue.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I went in like, oh my gosh.
It's mayhem.
Everyone's beautiful. Everyone's dressed up. Everyone's dancing. They're doing dance moves. Like they're throwing girls in the air. And
it's a crazy crowd. And it's, a good-looking young crowd. The girls are beautiful. The young lads are handsome.
Yeah.
And it's a great energy. And it's probably my favorite Ukrainian event in the Toronto area for sure. It's Vishivani Vachit, or I'll give a shout out to Orest Halushka at Mega Zababa, who always hires us for that event. We've been doing it 9 years with him, and it's an incredible event. So that one just passed last week. There's some footage like on Facebook, and like if you search Klooch Music out, it's on Facebook, Instagram, a bunch of photos and stuff from the event.
Cool.
It's really cool because the youth are still doing all the, like, they're wearing the traditional outfits, doing traditional dances, speaking the language.
That often anymore.
No, it kind of blew my mind.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So it's nice. Like, I know your show's based like in the Filipino community mainly, and like our band, it started off doing the same thing. So we're still in that world, and we love seeing it. So it's great to see the youth carrying it through.
Yeah.
Because it can also die off. Like, you know, you see a lot of events die off through generations, and but it's nice to see the youth, you know, grabbing it and going with it. And it's great to see like Kyle said, kids are throwing each other like, you know, 6 feet in the air. And
that's a little scary.
Yeah, and they're all dressed up, looking beautiful. So, no, it's a great event. Yeah.
Very cool. We have one more song here.
Yes.
And it's a song called Beautiful.
Yes.
Speaking of beautiful girls.
There you go. Kyle, how would you tell Regine that she's beautiful in Ukrainian?
Scott, would you like to learn some Ukrainian?
I would love to.
Okay, say te,
Duje,
harna.
Harna.
That means you are hot.
Whoa.
Or you are beautiful.
You are beautiful. Okay?
Yeah,
Let me rephrase that.
Te, Duje, Harna.
There you go.
Nice.
You just told Regine that she's beautiful, and she
Thanks,
is.
guys.
Yes.
I like being the only girl.
Wonderful. Well, let's hear Beautiful by Klooch.
I've had a million people tell me what to do. I may have listened if I thought they held some truth. I'm not a manic preacher, an eccentric millionaire. I have this funny feeling that you don't even care. It's going through my mind after all this time. I realize you're beautiful, so beautiful to me. It took a while to see. I've seen so many people come and go around here. Familiar faces always seem to disappear. I'm just a lazy dreamer with something on my mind. I'd always sit there thinking about you all the time. It's no surprise, I can't disguise. I realize you're beautiful, so beautiful to me. It took a while to see. As beautiful as the look in her eyes, as beautiful as the deep blue sky. I dream a dream that makes this girl all mine, all I'm not a manic preacher, an eccentric millionaire. I have this funny feeling that you don't even care. It's going through my mind after all this time. I realize you're beautiful, so beautiful to me. It took a while to see. So beautiful,
And we're back. That track was brought to you by the Sit Down Mug. Get yourself the best mug in the biz at teespring.com/the sit down mug. And it's a beautiful mug. And it was also brought to you.
Good looking mug.
It is very good. It holds all
Beverages.
liquids. There's no liquid in here that it won't hold.
You never know what's in the mug.
Except for maybe like
strong selling point.
Except maybe like magma. You probably couldn't put magma in here.
You can put anything in that mug.
That's not hotter than will melt ceramic.
It doesn't even have to be liquid.
You're right.
You can eat ice cream in the mug.
You could put ice cream. You could put.
Can we use it as a planter?
You know what? You could.
There we go.
Various sides of planters.
There you go.
There you go.
Make a
Incredible.
man in the mug.
And it's very unique. Most mugs can't hold almost anything.
No.
That's what I've heard. So mugs.
That's it.
Yes.
Just the sit-down mug can do it all.
Can hold all those
Get
liquids
it now
and
at
solids.
teespring.com/the
sit down mug. And it was brought to you by Beautified by Romina.
Yes, Beautified by Romina is not only my mom, but she's also an internationally trained hair and makeup artist. She's done makeup for myself in pageants, Scott's makeup when he burns his nose. And she is the makeup artist for Canada's Top Choice. So if you want to find Beautified by Romina, she does weddings, photo shoots, graduations, baby showers, you name it.
We should have had her in this morning because we looked like we slept 2 hours. So we could have used Regine's mom
definitely
to kind of do a makeover here.
So if you guys want to find my mom, find her on Facebook and Instagram at It's Beautified by Romina. And while we're talking about what we've been up to, we actually just recently announced this week that Scott and I are the official MCs for Bata to Batapreneur, which is held on July 13th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We'll be there. So we had them on the show a few weeks ago. They are children entrepreneurs, so why not help them out? They'll be at the... Can you bring the screen? Bring it up. Thank you. At the Holy Eucharist Catholic Church, 515 Broadview Avenue. So if you want to get more information, you can reach out to us on our Facebook page, or you can reach out to them themselves. It's B2B, Bata to Batapreneur.
It's going to be a cool event. It's like to encourage children to think
Outside,
business-minded, to think entrepreneurially. Which is exactly how you say that word.
Yes.
But it's gonna be a cool event.
And another event that's really cool, which we are going to be at, and we've talked to you all about it. It is the Von Fiesta Extravaganza.
And you can see it in the bar right below Regine there. Right there. And also here's the paper for it.
So it was just announced that Maha Salvador from the Philippines will be here with Atage and Kim Idol. So if you want to check them out, you can go on July 20th. But of course, you want to check out Scott and I from the Sit Down. We will be there live on July 21st. Do not... Look for us here on air. Make sure you want to get your weekly dose of the Sit Down. You go find us on July 21st.
Around 2 o'clock, I
Around
believe
2 o'clock, again, at the Von Fiesta Extravaganza.
Big outdoor party festival. It's going to be great.
There's food. There's an auto show. What else is there? There's food, cars, and us. What else can you ask for?
Music.
Live music.
Live music.
Good
Fine.
stuff. Yeah. It's going to be beautiful.
Good thought, York. I was going, nothing. Sounds perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
And music.
And music.
I believe Scott is performing live as well. So if you want to see Scott perform live,
I'll be rocking and rolling and whatnot.
Nice.
Then you hit us up July 21st. Again, we will not be live on air. We will be live on stage. So come see us. It's free. And there's free parking.
Free parking. You know, where are you going to leave your car? That's a big draw, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Especially like where you never get free parking anywhere.
No. Only here. Only at the bar.
It's the only place to go then.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Klooch, this was fun.
This was great. Thank you, Scott and Regine, for having us. What an amazing morning here with you. Thank you so much
for having us.
Like I
said, I saw you guys perform at Michaela's event, and the first thing I said to Scott is, oh my God, we need to have them on our show. And I sent him clips of you guys performing.
That is so great of you, and amazing of you to keep us, you know, and your
I've
thoughts
been-
even
I've been
afterwards.
like-
Usually,
I'm
you know,
like, come on.
No, but usually people go, oh, you know, maybe we'll get you to play here, or we'll get you to do this interview, whatever, and you never hear from the person.
Yep.
So props to Regine for making
I'm
it
not that
happen.
type of person.
No, but you reached out and said, hey, remember we talked about doing the radio show? And I was like, that's awesome. So thank you for having us.
And we got to give a shout out to Danya because she's the one that
Yes.
introduced us to you. So
Sure, Danya.
Danya and Michaela. Danya,
Yes.
congratulations, 3rd place at your karaoke contest.
Awesome.
So
Congratulations.
if you guys
Yes.
haven't checked out Danya Emerald's video of her singing live, that woman's got
Yeah,
talent.
She's a great singer.
I know where Michaela gets it from.
I did a duet with Danya.
Many
It
years
was-
ago, she told
Yeah,
me.
it was
yeah.
her first dance at her wedding. So we recorded at Terrace's studio and we did a
She told
duet.
me, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Crazy.
So Scott and Regine, once again, thanks a lot for having us. We appreciate it.
No,
It's
thanks
Great.
for
Thank you guys for
coming.
coming. This was a lot
Thanks
of
for
fun.
having us.
We can have them with their country bands one day and do a country episode.
Hey,
Sweet.
I'll bring out my boots. Don't worry.
All right.
They're red too.
Hey,
so.
if we start a country band, who would host the show? Maybe Scott and Yurko?
Oh, if you guys start a band.
Yeah, this could be fun.
That's it.
I don't think you want me to sing, but okay.
All right. Well, watch for it here, guys. Who knows? That could be coming down the pipeline.
Stop. So Scott, where can they find you?
Oh, yeah. Find me on youtube.com/Scott Dion Brown and...
Oh my God, he got to 1,000.
I got to 1,000 subs. I'm at 1,004 subs right now.
Oh, I'm unsubscribing.
So we've been literally since we started the show. I've been like slowly, like every week, we're like, yeah, guys, check me out on YouTube, please. Let's try to get to 1,000, and we finally got there after like.
Let's get him to 2,000.
Yeah, guys, new goal. But like we said, we did say when we get to 1,000 subs, Regine and I are going to do a duet in Filipino on my channel. So now we're going to be working on it. We'll get it done as soon as possible, and it will be there for you guys to see.
I'm just kidding, guys. I wasn't taking that serious.
No, I'll hold her to it. I'll hold her to it, everybody.
If you get him to 1,500 subs, we will do it.
Yeah. No. We'll do it. We're going to pick our song very soon. It's going to be great.
We've already picked a song.
We did. So thank you guys for subscribing to me. But if you haven't, youtube.com/Scott Dion Brown. And Klooch, one more time, where can people find you guys?
Klooch Music on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
KLOOCH Music.
Where can
All
they
one
find
word.
you?
At Kyle T Bass. KYLETBASS on Instagram.
Sweet. And Regine, where can people find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram at It's Regine Alaina, ITSREGINEALAINA.
Wonderful.
Yes.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we've reached the end of another show here on
flew
the Sit
by.
Down.
Yeah.
It did.
I know.
You know what? Good conversation. Good,
34
good
weeks
chats.
later,
Here we go. 34 weeks. Here we are. So, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Klooch, once again, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
For coming.
And we'll see you guys
Next
actually,
week.
I'm not here next week, actually.
You'll see
But
me next
Regine will be
week.
here next week. So we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, hang on. It's supposed to go to the outro.
Bye.
Bye.
There you
That's
go.
it for today, folks. To Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown. If you think 60 minutes is not enough, well, you better catch us again next week, because it is not just about music or pure talk. It's your weekend pastime. And witness the next worthy of your time episode of the program right here on Crosswave Radio. To Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown.